Hello, my name is Neomi Aldama, and this is my final discussion presentation. So, the strategy that I chose to talk about today was goal setting. Goal setting is the most effective strategy that I've used during this quarter, and it helps break down goals into smaller tasks. This helped me increase my motivation for completing assignments. So, how does goal setting work? Effective goals are the ones that are self chosen, somewhat challenging, realistic, they're measurable, specific, finite, meaning they can be finished, and overall positive. So, effective goals were functional for me because it brought me motivation to complete my assignments. My major issue during this quarter was the fact that all of our classes were online, and I felt like I wasn't motivated enough to complete my assignments because I wasn't walking into like a physical classroom and interacting with people. So I found that I was less motivated to do work, considering that I was just in my room all of the time. So, first, I wanted to talk about motivation and how it affects goal setting in the future. So, according to Maslow's theory of hierarchy of needs, he explains the levels of human motivation, as you can see in the diagram on the bottom. And it shows that all behaviors are driven by needs that must be met. And these are the types of needs that motivate us. So, you can see that there's physiological, safety and security, self worth, aesthetic needs, and self actualization needs, which is at the top. And you have to meet these needs as you go up to continue with motivation. And during the COVID pandemic, I noticed that my growth needs weren't being met. For instance, the environment wasn't pleasing and stimulating for my learning. Again, when I was in my room, like, I felt like it didn't really feel like an environment to do work or assignments or be at school. It felt more like an environment to relax, and that impacted my motivation. And also deficiency needs. Sometimes I wouldn't allow myself to get up or take breaks because I was doing work most of the time. So that really impacted my motivation and my goal setting. So research shows motivation and goal setting go hand in hand with student success. We also learned that setting goals helps exercise a positive mindset about our own ability to complete a specific goal. And this type of motivation helps students tackle more challenging goals. So the more that you make goals, the more you feel motivated and the more likely you're going to tackle challenging goals. And this also helps academic achievement. So the way that I applied making effective goals and breaking them into smaller tasks was writing down goals based on the type of task, its location, and the time that it was supposed to be done. And I used this strategy for one of my education classes, Education 183, and the reading assignments. So the outcome from this new strategy, as you can see before, I used to just write down my assignments on my planner, and it would just be something simple like chapter 10 reading, watching a module video, doing an activity. But when I opened my planner and I looked at the things I had to do, I just felt overwhelmed and I just didn't feel motivated to do it because I didn't know which one to do first. But after learning how to make effective goals, my goals started looking more specific and helped me with my motivation. So, just like a quick sentence or two of what my goals would look like would just be I will read pages 9 through 20 of chapter 10 for my Education 183 class on Sunday at 3 p.m. on my desk space. So, as you can see, it's not only positive because it's saying that I will do it, but it's also super specific. So, it's telling me how many pages I'm going to read from what chapter, for what class, at what time, and at what location. And I felt like this really helped me get into focus. It helped me get motivated and it inspired me to keep on completing these little tasks that I had during the quarter. Because the strategy was helpful for me, I feel like I'd apply it to other classes in the future. I do plan on applying to grad school to get my teaching credentials. So I feel like this strategy is really going to help me organize myself and also other tasks like working or making schedules or setting appointments, running errands, and for my own personal planning. I feel like this is really goal setting can help with anything and I can stay organized with anything as long as I know where I'm going to complete a task, what time I'm going to do it, and what the task is in general. So that's about it for my presentation. Here are my references, and thank you so much for listening.